Long time no see, Amy. Are you still alive?
Jack?
Yo, what's up?
What do you mean, yo? You didn't come home this Christmas again. This is the 6th year you haven't come. It's alright even if it's just for a day. Just come visit us once in a while.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'll visit you guys this weekend.
What? Really? Does that mean you'll be living here again?
Yep.
But what are you going to do about work? There's no way you'll be able to commute 4 hours to work every day. Wait, did you change jobs?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
Obviously it's because I quit.
What? You quit? But didn't you graduate a famous university and get a job at a huge company? You even boasted so much when you got the job.
Well, you see, I made a huge fortune investing in stocks.
What? Stocks?
Yep, I've gotten so good at it that I could become a day trader if I wanted. It seems that not only was I talented, I was actually a genius.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I knew you were smart, but becoming a day trader can't be that easy. Did you actually study how to trade stocks?
I learned it by actually doing it.
And what did you do?
I started trading stocks at the market and learned on my way.
That sounds pretty risky.
Yeah, but it worked out since I'm a genius.
Judging by how you're talking about this, I assume you've been doing this for a while now? When did you start?
2 months ago?
What? Just 2 months?
Yep, I really must be a genius if I can figure out how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
No way. There's no way you can learn how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
Why? Do you have experience trading stocks?
No, but
Then quit trying to lecture me.
why do you have to quit your other job?
It's fine. If I say it's alright, it's alright. I'm a genius, remember? If you keep bothering me, I'm not gonna help you when you need any money, alright?
Anyways, it's decided that you'll be returning here?
Yep, I already cancelled the contract with my current apartment.
Got it. Your room's the same way it was 6 years ago when you left. So just clean it up and move in there, okay?
What? Just do it for me, please, Amy.
I'm pretty busy myself.
It's hard to believe you when you're not even married, live in your parents' house, and don't even have a boyfriend.
Shut it. You're already an adult, right? You should be able to clean up your own room.
I got it. I'll be bringing my stuff on the truck this weekend, so open up a place to park for me, alright?
Fine. Take care.
Are you outside, Amy? I wanted to ask you for help carrying my stuff.
Oh, you're already there? You had a key?
Yeah, so I just opened the door and went in. Where are you?
I was suddenly called to work and had to go to the office. I'll be home by evening.
Is that so? Where are Mom and Dad?
Those two are... well, it's the usual.
What do you mean? Actually, who cares? Just help me when you get home, alright?
Actually, I'll probably still have to work, so I won't be able to help.
You know what? You keep talking about work, but aren't you an unemployed woman living with her parents?
What?
You're lying about work, aren't you? You're just killing time outside and you don't want to help me.
I don't know what idea you have in your head, but it's true that I have a job, you know.
What?
I just work from home most of the time. I just had to go out today to talk in person to my client.
What? That sounds so much like a lie.
Why?
You always mention how you text Mom and Dad. Haven't you been living at their house for the past 6 years ever since you quit the last company you worked for? I'm saying that it's embarrassing that my sister, who's already in her 30s, is still depending on her parents.
Oh, so that's what they said about me. I'm not even unemployed. I just work from home.
That's the excuse people like you always give.
Anyways, the neighbors know that I work from home, so there's really no need to be embarrassed.
That's just what you think. Besides, there's no way to get a job that lets you work from home if you didn't even go to college. Things like that can only be done by people with a certain level of smarts and skills.
But I do have some skills.
These skills you're talking about are probably the type that no company is ever going to want. Which is why you must actually be unemployed.
Why do you have zero understanding for people who work from home? Aren't you younger than me? That head of yours must be getting old. Are you alright?
You've got some courage saying that to me, the genius.
It's fine if you return home, just don't bother my work.
Bother you? You're the one who needs to get an actual job and stop being a bother, Amy. I don't care whether you're poor and have no income. I'm not going to be lending you any of my money.
I said I have a job.
Alright, I see how it is. I'll make some food, okay?
I told you, I won't be home until evening.
Seriously? I only ate instant ramen for breakfast, so I'm really hungry.
Jesus. Well, it's obvious you haven't been eating well. There's some stir-fried vegetables in the fridge left over, so eat that.
What? Stir-fried vegetables? How lame.
You don't have to eat it if you don't want to.
Fine.
Oh, be sure to ask Dad first if you're going to drink the beer. He gets really mad if you just drink it without asking.
Alright. Amy? Could you leave the house already?
What? What's this about suddenly?
I'm sick of having to pay for someone who doesn't have a job.
Are you talking about me?
Who else would I be talking about?
And what about you? What are you doing in your room all day?
I'm checking stock values. I need to monitor the market to determine which stocks will be profitable. This is my job.
Is that actually all right? Making a living off of stock trading seems even harder than working from home.
It's fine. I'm a genius after all.
I, for one, think that you should be more careful, though.
I said I'm fine. I'm not gonna fail.
I see. Well, I've got to attend a meeting, so I'll be leaving the house. There's curry in the fridge if you want something to eat for lunch.
Got it.
Jack! Is this your doing?
What is it?
My stuff's outside the house!
Yeah, that was me. Me plus Mom and Dad.
What?
I talked to Mom and Dad about kicking you out of the house, since you don't even have a job of your own. They strongly agreed to my plan. You were planning on moving all your stuff outside the house while you were outside. Everything in your room's right there.
What? Why you? How many times do I have to tell you that I have a job?
They said to take the stuff by tomorrow morning. You better take it away as soon as possible. Oh, we changed the house keys, so you won't be able to come in anymore.
So you really do want to kick me out, huh?
The way you say it is a bit harsh. I just want you to become an actual adult that contributes to society, Amy. So I'm just making it so that you'll have to.
What are you going to do with the house?
The rent is no problem. After all, I'm a rich genius.
Okay. So you really want me to leave?
Yep, definitely. Oh, is it that you're in trouble since you got no place to go? I mean, you are the person who lived off of a parent's money for the last 6 years. So I guess it was to be expected. Fine, I'll give you 10 cents, so get out of the house already, will you? Don't come back.
So does that mean you're cutting ties with me? Thanks.
What do you mean by that? Why do you sound happy?
Take care of him for me, will you? Oh, I don't need the 10 cents.
What are you talking about?
Bye then.
What? I thought you'd be more sad. Amy? Amy! Something terrible's happened! What should I do?
I thought you guys cut ties with me.
The value of the stocks went down in value hard!
Stocks? Are you talking about the stocks you bought?
Yes, it was fine until yesterday, but then suddenly, I woke up and checked the stock values and they dropped enormously.
Are you talking about A Engineering?
What? How do you know?
Haven't you been watching the news?
The news?
I only skimmed through an article, so I don't really know the details, but they've been talking about how there's been an incident within the company since last night.
Seriously?
I don't know much about stocks, but aren't stock values heavily influenced by the current situation of the company?
So that's why the value suddenly dropped?
Probably.
Oh, what a mess.
And why'd you contact me? I forgot to block you. But stop contacting me, will you? I thought you cut ties with me.
I need money!
What?
Things have turned into a real mess ever since the values of my stocks dropped.
What do you mean?
I decided to take a risk and invest a large amount of money, so I got a loan of 40K.
Seriously? You're in that much debt?
Yeah, but I have no way of giving it back, so please give me some money. It seems that even though you were poor and unemployed, you had enough money to find a new house. You got some money, right?
I do have the money, but I'm not giving you any.
What?
Why should I give someone I cut ties with any money?
I'll apologize for kicking you out of the house. Even if you're unemployed, you can still find a job while living at this house.
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not unemployed? Aren't you the one who needs to find a job?
Huh?
The rent costs $1K per month at that house. But Mom and Dad just spend the whole day at the casino and don't have a job, so...
What, Dad doesn't have a job?
You didn't know?
But doesn't he leave the house in the morning every day saying he's off to work?
Apparently he considers gambling a profession.
What?
Hey, Jack. You don't know that our late grandfather and I were the ones who paid for your college tuition and not Mom and Dad, do you?
Really? What do you mean?
You see, our family depended on our late grandfather who owned his own business for money before I got a job. Once he was gone, Mom and Dad immediately used up all of the money they received as inheritance on gambling. I've been supporting the family since 3 years back. But for some reason, Mom and Dad still think they're living off of the inheritance money. They won't believe it when I tell them that they're living off of the money I earn working. Which is why, now that I'm gone, you'll either have to support them on your own or convince them to start working.
Please come home, Amy.
What? Why?
It's bad enough that I lost my stocks and now in debt, but I have to support Mom and Dad as well. Just get a job and be enough.
I have no intention of returning.
Why? I'm begging you.
Aren't you the one who kicked me out?
I said I'll apologize. Besides, how do you plan on making a living when you don't even have a job?
I'm honestly curious what kind of brain this genius, who after hearing everything I said still believes that I'm unemployed, has. But I'm actually a freelance web designer.
Huh?
I'm actually pretty busy. I've got work I need to do before the deadline, so I really don't have the time to be texting you.
Amy?
Goodbye for real this time. I found out later on from a relative as to why Jack started trading stocks. Apparently, he had a colleague who was an expert and made a huge profit after following his advice. He got hooked and bought some more stocks and was lucky enough to make another huge profit. But that was the end of his luck. He must have thought he had a talent for it and quit his old job without thinking about the future. Jack now supports Mom and Dad at their house with multiple part-time jobs. He's got his own debt to pay on top of that, so obviously he has no time off. Now that I'm gone, No one in that house does any housework anymore. It's basically a garbage dump now. It's a rented house, so they'll probably be kicked out. Which is what a relative said while sighing.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Emily. What's up?
Mika, I'm glad I could finally get hold of you. I left you so many messages. Why haven't you returned my calls? Why didn't you come to Dad's funeral? I told you the time and venue, didn't I?
Oh, my bad. I'm not home right now.
Where are you then?
I'm on vacation with my boyfriend in Hawaii.
Hawaii? How long have you been gone?
About like 10 days or so?
Wait, 10 days ago? That's when I called you about Dad's condition getting worse. How could you go on vacation at a time like this? You haven't even gone to see Dad once while he's been in the hospital. What's the matter with you?
What was I supposed to do? This was the only week my boyfriend was free this month.
Are you kidding me?
I couldn't just cancel on him. He might have dumped me.
Do you expect him to dump you for going to see your dying father?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, never mind. You missed his funeral, but you at least need to come by the house and pay your respects. I know you're not his biological daughter, but he's still your father.
Ugh, I really don't want to.
Mika?
But even if I could, once I get back, I'm going with my boyfriend to Miami.
What? Another vacation?
What's the matter? Don't like Miami?
It's not about Miami. Mika, let me ask you something. How do you afford all these trips? You only work part-time, and you're always asking me for money.
Oh, don't worry. That won't be a problem anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't play dumb. But for real, I won't be asking you for money anymore.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Still, you need to come by the house. My husband and I are staying here for the next few weeks, and then our aunt is going to come and look after the house until it gets sold.
Gotcha. I'll stop by once I get back from Miami.
You had better mean that, Mika. Mika, it's Emily again. It's been 2 weeks since you said you'd come to the house, and you haven't come. You promised, Mika.
Oh shoot, sorry. I'm on vacation actually.
Wait, what? You're still not back from Miami?
Nah, I'm not in Miami anymore. I went on another vacation with my boyfriend.
Mika, are you serious? How are you going on all these vacations? Where are you getting the money? And just what exactly does your boyfriend do for a living? I mean, it's not really my business, but is he even working? How does he afford all these trips?
You mean his job?
Yeah, where does he work? I mean, he must have hit his limit on paid time off by now. Even if he's working remotely, how can he keep up with his work if he's constantly jet-setting across the country? You must not have gone to your job in a month.
Are you for real? I figured you'd be smart enough to get it by now. But man, you're just completely oblivious, huh?
Oblivious? Oblivious to what?
Unreal. Gotta go, my boyfriend is calling me. Talk to you later.
Mika, wait! You still need to come by the house. How long are you gonna keep blowing us off?
Hey, Emily, it's Tim. I'm sorry to message you so late. Can you talk?
Hi, Tim. Thanks for coming to my dad's funeral the other day.
Not a problem. I was glad to come. Your dad was a great uncle to me. He helped me out a lot back in the day. I just wish I had more time to spend with him.
Don't worry, Tim. You were a great nephew. I know how much you meant to him.
So, about your dad. I've been debating whether or not I should tell you this, but I think you deserve to know.
What's the matter?
It's about Mika.
Oh no, what did my sister do this time?
Well, I started law school recently, and I see Mika from time to time at the train station on my way to class.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think she probably lives around the same area, but every time I see her, she's with a different guy.
What? Are you saying,
And with each guy, she seems really close to him. Always holding hands, hugging, kissing, so I'm worried, or I'm kind of worried if she has multiple boyfriends.
You think she's cheating on all of them?
Probably, yeah. And some of them have been quite a bit older than her. Like this guy the other day, he had to be in his 50s, and he was wearing a wedding ring. I'm kind of concerned about her.
I see.
Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, and if so, I'm sorry, but like I said, I thought you should know.
Thanks for telling me, Tim. I think I'll ask Mika directly about that tomorrow.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. I haven't passed the bar exam yet, but I do know a thing or two about the law.
Thanks a lot, Tim. I'll let you know if I need to take you up on that. Hey, Mika, do you have a minute?
Oh, Emily! Perfect timing. I was just about to message you.
About what?
When am I getting my share?
Share? Share of what?
The inheritance? What else?
What?
I need money. Fast.
Money?
My boyfriend's wife found out I was sleeping with her husband, and she's suing me.
What? So you really were dating an older married man?
Wait, you knew about that?
Tim said he's seen you at the station and that you're with a different guy every time, and one of them was wearing a wedding ring.
Ah, guess I'm busted.
This isn't funny. I wish I could have known sooner. I could have stopped you. How many men are you dating right now?
Right now? Like 7-ish?
7?
Yeah, I mean, fooling around with married men is like super thrilling.
Oh no, are all the 7 of them married?
Yeah,
Mika, what are you thinking? What were you planning on doing if their wives found out?
yeah, about that. All 7 of their wives found out at right about the same time.
All of them?
One of them hired a private investigator, and the PI found out about the other 6 guys while investigating me. So now they're all going after me together, like they're the Justice League. What a bunch of losers. They're just jealous their husbands liked me more.
Mika, do you have any idea how serious your situation is? Think about it, you're going to have to pay damages to all 7 women.
Yeah, they told me as much.
Have you reached a settlement yet?
Yep, a total of $300,000.
$300,000?
Yeah, some of them added punitive damages because they were pregnant, I guess. So it's a little bit more than I thought it would be.
You certainly seem to be at peace about the whole thing. How are you going to pay that off? You only work part-time and you've been constantly going on vacations for the last month. What exactly is the game plan for you, Mika?
Seriously, Emily, how are you so clueless?
What are you talking about?
I'm going to use my inheritance.
What?
I kinda figured I'd get caught eventually from the start, to be honest. But since I knew Dad's inheritance was coming soon, I thought, hey, might as well enjoy myself.
Is that why you've been so loose with money lately?
Yup. Even after taxes, Dad's estate has got to be worth at least $3 million, right? And since Mom's already dead, that means we get all of that. So half of that's mine, $1.5 million. I'll still be sitting pretty even after I pay off the $300K settlement.
Is that why you've been so loose with money lately?
Bingo! So, when am I getting the money? I need it pretty soon. By tomorrow, if possible.
Mika?
I told them I'd pay the $300K settlement in a lump sum. They knocked off $50K for that.
You're not getting any inheritance, Mika.
Huh? Wait, I'm not?
No, Mika, you're not.
Ah, you really had me going there for a second, Emily. Good one.
I'm not joking.
So, let me know when you make the transfer, okay? Bye.
Mika, listen to me.
Hey, Emily. Any updates on my money? I just called the bank. They said the transfer hadn't come yet.
I tried to tell you, you're not getting any inheritance. Not a single penny.
Wait, I don't believe you. Are you trying to keep all Dad's money for yourself? I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
Mika, wake up. This was your own fault, remember? This was what you chose.
What do you mean?
I talked to our cousin Tim last night. He's going to law school. My dad married your mom after you were born. You're not his biological daughter.
Yeah, and?
And Dad never legally adopted you.
So?
When you were 20, Dad asked you about legally becoming his daughter, and do you remember what you said to him? Nah, sounds like a pain in the ass.
What's that gotta do with my inheritance?
Well, long story short, since Dad never legally adopted you, you don't have any legal right to his inheritance.
No way! No one ever told me that!
Yes, Mika, Dad told you himself. He told you that you won't get any inheritance if he doesn't adopt you, and you still said no.
You're lying. This is all a trick to steal my share of the money.
I'll give you my dad's lawyer phone number. Ask him yourself. Or could you Google it? It's pretty common knowledge.
Unreal. So wait, what am I supposed to do about the settlement?
How should I know? This is your problem, not mine.
Can you give me $300K?
You want me to give you $300,000?
You're his only daughter, so you got all of his stuff, right? You're getting $3 million. You can throw me a measly $300K. I have to pay the settlement by the end of this week. I'll give you my bank info, so wire me the money today, okay?
No.
No?
I'm not wasting a single penny of my inheritance to get you out of the mess you got yourself into. You cheated with 7 men at the same time, knowing full well you were gonna get sued. Thinking Dad's money was gonna bail you out? What kind of person does that?
Come on, Emily. We're sisters, right? We may not be blood related, but we've been sisters for 10 years. So please help me out here, okay? Please, you're my only hope.
Not on your life.
Please.
After that, Mika showed up at my house just about every night for a few weeks, banging on the door and begging me for money. Once I contacted the police and got a restraining order, though, she finally left me alone. As for me, once all Dad's affairs were set in order, I transferred to a company on the other side of the country. Thankfully, my husband was already working from home, so he was very understanding about the move. Seems like I'll finally be able to settle down and relax for the first time since Dad passed. I also sold my dad's house, and a new family moved in a few weeks ago. Now, about my sister, she managed to get a loan for the $300K settlement, but the guy she borrowed from was, well, a loan shark. She stiffed him, of course, so she had to change her name and flee the state. I doubt I'll be hearing from her again anytime soon.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Troy, can we talk?
What's up, Melanie?
This came as a total shock to me, and I'm not sure how to explain this to you.
What's the matter?
I'm applying for my passport, so I went to the city hall to get proof of my marital status.
Really?
Yeah, when the clerk came back with my file, it said I'm divorced? What's going on? Is there something you want to tell me?
Yeah, about that. I was gonna tell you sooner or later.
Troy, what's going on?
Sorry, Melanie, but I can't be married to you anymore.
What? Troy, if this is a joke, you've gone way too far.
I wouldn't divorce you as a joke.
So, it's true?
Yeah, it is.
Why, Troy? What on earth would we get divorced for? We're not having any relationship problems, are we? But even if we were, why would you divorce me without telling me? Do you have any idea what you've done?
I had no choice.
What do you mean you had no choice?
Well, I mean, Brianna got pregnant.
Huh? Wait, Brianna? You mean my little sister?
Yeah.
Mom told me she was pregnant, but you're the baby's father?
Yeah, I am.
Troy, I don't believe this. How long has this been going on?
Well, actually, we exchanged numbers when we first met before the wedding. We started talking that night, and eventually she started saying she wants to meet up.
No.
And for my part, I did tell her no at first, but she kept sending me multiple messages a day. She said she was in love with me, and after a while, well, I kind of, you know.
That's all it took for you to start up an affair with your wife's younger sister? And when she got pregnant, you divorced me without even telling me?
I mean, yeah, putting it simply, that's what happened.
How could you?
Think about it. It's my child. I have to take responsibility, don't I?
Responsibility? What about your responsibility to me? Shouldn't you have talked to me about this first? Not only did you sleep with my sister, you divorced me without saying a single word to me. What is the matter with you? What kind of person does that?
See, this is exactly why I couldn't talk to you. I knew you'd blow up on me and Brianna.
And you're blaming me for this?
Brianna gave me a child before you did, so you must be jealous. I know, but seriously, grow up.
Grow up? Me? You impregnated my sister, but I need to grow up? Alright, I'll start talking like a grown-up then. Grown-ups know that you have to serve your spouse before you can divorce them.
Serve? Serve what?
So this looks to be a case of identity theft, perjury, fraud, and a few other crimes. But we'll put that aside for now. Judging by your attitude, it looks like I won't be able to change your mind.
Ha! So you're finally giving up? Why couldn't you just say that from the get-go? What a waste of time and energy.
Do you think I'm giving up?
Didn't you just say that you were?
Do you really not know just what sort of mess you're in?
What are you talking about?
You really didn't think this through, did you?
Are you trying to scare me? It's not gonna work.
Anyway, get out of the house.
What? Why?
The title is in my name, remember?
Oh yeah, I guess I did forget about that. But at least give me some time to pack.
Alright, just be out of there by tomorrow night. I'll stay at a friend's house tonight, so I better not see you there tomorrow.
Okay, jeez, get off my back, I'm going.
If you think I'm getting off your back, you've got another thing coming.
Huh?
You'll see. Goodbye for now.
Hey, Melanie. I heard from Troy. He said you were so jealous of us you kicked him out? You were never one to get jealous. How embarrassing for you.
Let me guess, Brianna. You had something to do with my husband divorcing me in secret, didn't you?
Yep. It was awesome. I pretended to be you and we went to the courthouse together so he could divorce you with no problem. How's it feel to have another man stolen from you? Remember when I took your boyfriend back when you were in college? You must be super jealous right now. But Troy picked me, and there's nothing that can change that.
Yeah, I'm super duper jealous. Man, am I jealous. You sure got me. So anyway, don't contact me ever again. I have a lot of work to do thanks to the two of you, so I'm pretty busy right now.
I just wanted to see your reaction. Remember when you found out about me sleeping with your old boyfriend?
And you were all like, yeah, whatever, you can have him.
You're such a loser. Maybe if you weren't so boring and at work all the time, you might be able to keep men interested in you.
I'm imagining your face right now, and I can't stop laughing.
I can see you now, beet red, tears running down your cheeks, hair a mess. Oh, man, you must have really liked Troy. This is the best.
None of those things are true, actually. I mean, if anything, I just feel bad for you.
You what?
I was about to break up with that loser in college anyway. And now that I see what a completely oblivious moron Troy is, I'm pretty much over him too.
I'm not really sure what you're saying. But I guess this means I win. Troy and I will be together forever.
Yeah, you two already got married. That's gonna complicate things.
What are you talking about?
Just to make sure, do Mom and Dad already know about this?
Of course they do. Troy's still their son-in-law. The only thing that's changed is which sister he's married to. And since they're getting a grandchild out of it, what is it to them? As long as you play nice, everything will be fine.
Oh, okay. So you didn't hear about the company?
Huh? The company? Oh, you mean you won't be able to work at Troy's dad's company anymore?
What do you mean?
Well, you're divorced, right? Troy's gonna be the CEO someday. How could you bear to work for the man who abandoned you? That would be a living hell. Don't worry. I'll be there to support Troy once you're gone. You won't be missed.
I can't believe this. I'm surrounded by idiots.
So, can this conversation be done now? I don't want your negative energy to have an impact on my baby.
Oh, aren't you considerate?
Okay, bye-bye. Hey, Melanie, are you there?
What do you want?
Why did Troy get fired from his company? More importantly, Troy's dad is cutting off support for our dad's company. What's going on? What did you do, Melanie?
Nothing much, really. All I did was tell Troy's parents that he divorced me and married my sister.
That's all? Is that really all you did?
Yep, that's it. Everything after that was up to Troy's parents.
Why? All he did was divorce and remarry. It's 2023. Everyone gets divorced. Why would he get fired for that?
Brianna, did you really not know?
No, what?
Our dad's company is close to bankruptcy.
What?
The only reason Troy and I got married was to secure funding for the restructuring from Troy's dad.
Huh? But what's the big deal? I'm his daughter too. I'll marry Troy and everything will be business as usual.
There was one more condition.
What condition?
This is actually the more important part. Troy's dad had to put me on the board of his company. He had his eyes on me for a while because of my business qualifications.
What?
It'll make sense soon. So, now that one condition of the support, my marriage to Troy, was ended in a legally problematic way, and the other half of the deal, the skilled businesswoman wife, has been taken out of the picture and replaced with a useless freeloader who never worked a day in her life, exactly what reason would he have to continue his support?
I have no idea what any of that means.
Yeah, I didn't expect you would. I'll make a picture book version for you one of these days. But even our parents were as clueless as you. Appalling, really. Anyway, Troy is fired and his dad is cutting him off. Troy's dad's funding for our company is also cut off. And nothing is going to change that.
I can't believe it.
Oh, by the way, Troy's dad, the current CEO, called me earlier. He said he wants me to stay on at his company.
What?
And since both of you and our parents have betrayed me, this seems like a great opportunity to cut you out of my life.
Melanie, wait!
Oh, and I'm also going to sue you. Bye!
Melanie, you can't do this! Pick up your phone!
Soon after that, my dad made Troy the president of his company. But it seems like Troy doesn't quite have his father's business acumen. The company, which was already in trouble, slid even further into the red and declared bankruptcy. Troy now has to deal with both a swarm of angry creditors and the settlements we reached for him cheating on me. Brianna gave birth to a healthy baby boy, but immediately cracked under the pressure of parenthood. One of Troy's cousins felt sorry for the kid, reached out to them, and offered to adopt him. So they took him in, and they're raising him like one of their own. Troy eventually started begging me for help and to take him back. I told him I already had a new boyfriend and blocked his number. I think I managed to find myself a keeper this time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Catherine, it's been 5 years, right?
What? Lisa? What do you want?
You're so cold.
And what made you think that I'd be kind to you?
But it's been 5 years. You could at least say something like, wow, how have you been?
I couldn't care less about what you've been doing the past 5 years.
What? You're so mean. Oh, I see. You're still mad about your boyfriend Toby from college, right? Oh my god, it's already been 5 years. I understand that I might have taken him from you, but it can't be helped. I was just more attractive to him than you. Besides, it seems that Toby's already married another woman.
I don't really care about Toby anymore. After all, he was the type of guy to just casually start dating another girl while he already has a girlfriend. We only dated for 2 months, so I'm glad I was able to figure that out about him quickly.
I see, but what about your current boyfriend?
What?
What would you do if I told you that I stole your boyfriend again?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm not lying, I actually did steal your boyfriend. I found out about how great of a guy he was and knew that we were meant for each other. I'm afraid he's mine now.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you want to hear about how we met? You're such a masochist. Fine, I'll tell you. I actually work part-time at a shop near the building of the company you and your boyfriend work at. I saw you two going home together one day.
When was this?
Around 3 months ago. So I waited for a day he would go home alone and talk to him then. I showed him all of my charms, and by the next morning, he was completely in love with me.
I see. Well, that is what you're so good at. This situation feels so familiar.
Yeah. You're the one to blame for not taking more care of your femininity. It's wrong if you point that jealousy of yours towards me.
I'm sorry to ruin your fun, but I don't have a boyfriend.
What?
I'm not even working at a company right now.
What are you saying? Stop embarrassing yourself. I saw it with my own eyes. It's no use trying to lie to me.
But I'm not lying.
Then why did I see you and your boyfriend walking together? How are you going to explain that?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but clearly you just mistook someone else for me.
You're so embarrassing.
I really don't recall the situation you're talking about. If you've got nothing else to say, then can we please end the conversation already?
What? Already?
Bye then.
Fine. See you later, Catherine. Catherine, listen. I've got an important announcement.
What is it? Didn't I tell you not to contact me anymore?
Oh, I thought it was fine since you weren't blocking me.
I heard from somewhere that blocking people like you makes things worse, so I left you unblocked on purpose.
Wow, no mercy, huh? I'm afraid that you won't be so tough after you hear what I have to say, though.
What?
Me and your boyfriend, well, I guess your ex-boyfriend now, are getting married.
What? Is that the person you were talking about a few days ago?
Of course, so how does it feel? You must feel really mad. At our ages, it's normal to start thinking about marriage, right? Sorry for stealing another boyfriend.
Sorry to interrupt you while you seem to be having so much fun apologizing, but I really don't know what you're talking about. Me and my husband aren't divorcing yet, so there's no way you'd be able to marry him.
Wait, what do you mean, husband? But you haven't even married yet.
My husband's sitting next to me right now.
Then who's the person watching TV with me in the same room?
Like I said, I have no idea who you're talking about. My husband says he doesn't even know you.
So you can't come up with a valid excuse, can you? You're just mad you lost. Besides, there's no way someone like you could get married faster than me.
But I actually did get married though.
Stop trying to boast. It's not working. Oh, my boyfriend's calling me, so I gotta go now.
Wait, who's this boyfriend you're talking about?
Did I really say? Obviously, it's your ex-boyfriend.
I'm asking his name.
Bye.
Lisa!
Hi, Catherine. I turned in the marriage papers yesterday.
Oh, okay. Then it's clear the person you're marrying isn't my husband.
What? You're still saying that? I'm actually starting to feel bad for you. You must have loved him very much, but he chose me over you, so you need to move on, okay? I'm the one who's his wife.
I'm telling you, I'm not divorced. I would never cheat on my husband with another guy. So it's clear this boyfriend of yours has nothing to do with me.
Whoa! You really don't give up, do you? Miles is mine now, no matter how much you deny it.
What? Miles?
Yep, your ex-boyfriend Miles. I'll say this one more time for your sake. I'm just a better woman than you.
But that's not my boyfriend. Actually, I'm pretty sure that guy's a criminal.
What? What's this about suddenly?
I want to make sure before I explain it to you. Where was this building you said you saw me and Miles go out of together?
Huh? I don't know the name of the building, but Miles says he works for Goldman Sachs in Manhattan.
Goldman Sachs, huh?
You work there too, right?
What? No, I'm just a housewife.
Huh?
Ah, I understand now. I see what's going on.
What are you talking about? And what's with you suddenly calling him a criminal? Did you go crazy or something?
I'm going to have to explain, so just listen. You see, I have a cousin who works at the same Goldman Sachs building in Manhattan.
Your cousin?
That cousin is my aunt's daughter. My aunt and my mother are identical twins, so that's probably why we look so similar to each other.
Oh,
And the name of my cousin's ex-boyfriend was Miles.
what?
So the guy you thought you stole from me is actually my cousin's ex-boyfriend. I'm pretty sure this is what's happening.
So you're saying I mistook someone else for you?
Yup, that's it. Besides, I moved to California last year when I got married.
California?
That's not the end of the story.
What?
My cousin sued this Miles of yours for trying to pull a marriage scam on her.
He's a con artist?
He hinted marriage to her and was able to steal quite a large sum of money from my cousin.
It can't be.
But this isn't just my cousin.
What?
It seems that there were 2 other women as well. The 2 of them together with my cousin are trying to bring this Miles to court.
He's being accused by 3 women?
Basically, yeah. Apparently, he went to pick out a place for the marriage and got the parents' blessing with all 3 of the women. Frightening, isn't it?
Miles is... There's no way.
They were able to sue him and the whole matter was settled apparently. But he must have had to get a loan to pay that much money.
Wait a minute. Why did he marry me if he's in such a situation?
Well, this is just a guess, but he must have found out from somewhere that your family was rich.
What?
He must have been planning on sharing the debt with you after marriage. After all, he did just get sued by 3 women at once.
That won't do. My parents disown me, so I can't rely on them anymore.
What? Really?
All I did was ask them to pay off my debt for me.
What? You're in debt, Lisa?
Yes, the only reason I stole Miles in the first place was because I thought he must have had a lot of money if he worked at Goldman Sachs.
Oh, apparently he was fired.
What?
One of the women who sued him was in an important position at Goldman Sachs, and the other was an employee at an important client company. It seems they decided to fire him for the damages he did to the company.
So Miles is unemployed?
It seems so.
But I already married him.
You should divorce him as soon as possible.
I don't want as such to stain my life at such a young age.
Huh?
I know, I'm going to sue you and your cousin.
What?
It's you and your cousin's fault this happened. It's because you two look so familiar. Because of that, I was tricked into marrying the worst guy ever. I'm going to be asking $50K from each of you for a total of $100K, paid in full immediately. You should have experienced what it's like to be in deep debt as well.
No.
What?
It's a waste of time talking to someone like you who thinks they're always the one who's right. So, goodbye.
You're going to run away?
You're the one who's running away from reality, Lisa. Bye for real this time. After that, I had my phone number changed due to advice from my husband. I found out from a friend later on, but apparently Lisa once had an affair with a married man. She was sued by the wife and was forced to get a loan. It was basically the same thing with the con artist Miles. I really don't understand why she enjoys things like this so much. But in the end, 2 people with debts stemming from relationship troubles meet and out of greed end up marrying each other. If this isn't karma, I don't know what is. It's almost like one of those stories. The 2 of them tried to pull a badger game, but immediately got caught by the police. How I heard of that is another story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.